and leave them till they're cold, and then you've got these. But anyway, it's a bit. Hello, I'm Beverley. Welcome to my show. Today we're going to do something really special, and this is part of a series of what I call food that fools, because it's food that looks like something but tastes totally different. And this, we're going to make a flower pot cake, so it will actually look like a pot plant, and we're going to make it in a terracotta pot. So this is ideal to give for somebody as a birthday present or a Mother's Day present, or even produce as a dinner party pudding, because you have all your guests sitting around the table and then you bring out a tray full of pot plants and they think, oh, you're giving us a gift to go home with. I thought we were going to have dessert first. And they are, but they don't realise it's actually cake, not soil. So for this recipe, you're going to need one quantity of your basic cupcake mix, which is on a separate YouTube video. You're going to need one quantity of chocolate buttercream, and you're going to need some of these Oreo biscuits, which is what's going to turn into the soil. You're also going to need some flowers. Gerberas are fabulous. They've got a lovely stiff stalk, so they stand upright. Now this is a 10 centimetre or 4-inch flower pot. It's 10 centimetres across the inside and it's 10 centimetres high, and this will take the equivalent of 3 cupcakes. So if you make one batch of my basic cupcake mix, that will be sufficient for 4 flower pots. Going to need one of these. Now this is a plastic flat pick. You can get these from florists. Just make sure you wash this out really well, and your terracotta flower pot. The first thing you're going to do is grease your flower pot. You can cheat if you really want to and buy a ready-made chocolate sponge for this, and you can also buy some ready-made chocolate frosting and then just whiz up the Oreo biscuits. It still looks dramatic. This has got a hole in the bottom. You need to put a piece of baking parchment over that hole, otherwise all your cake mix will gush out underneath. So just cut a disc of baking parchment and pop that in, and then fill this with your cake mix. Now this is terracotta, it can go in the oven. Just be careful when it comes out because it will be hot. And that needs to go on a baking tray in the oven for around about 25 to 30 minutes. Put a skewer in just to test when it's done. My cake's out of the oven. It doesn't matter if the top's all gone pyramid and exploded because you're going to cover it. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my pick into the centre of my cake, and then we're going to smear on some of the buttercream and whiz up the Oreo biscuits. Now you can try and do this in a plastic bag with a rolling pin, but you're much better off putting it into a food processor or a mini chopper. You just get such a better effect, and it just crumbles it up beautifully and looks just like soil. So let's do that now. There you go, magic, soil, yay! Looks really effective. And then pile on the buttercream around the outside. And this is really only there because it tastes good, and also to help the Oreo stick to it. Press it down a little, but not too much, because you don't want it to be flat. You want to give the impression of soil. Okay. So just cut it, so because that's going to be really high. So cut a little bit off. You can always cut more off, but once you've cut it, you can't add more onto it. And it should stand up a little bit more off there. There you go, gorgeous flower pot cake, and looks really realistic. And leave them till they're cold, and then you've got these. But anyway, it's a bit of cool cooking. Yeah. Cooking is all about how it tastes, how it feels, how it smells. So just give this a stir until it's all melted. Keep stirring so it doesn't catch the bottom of. If the mixture comes straight off the bowl,